Hey everyone, happy Monday. Excited to be here. Today I want to talk with you about Hemmablind Leadership. Now, what the heck do I mean when I say Hemmablind? Because if you Google Hemmablind Leadership, nothing is going to come up. So, the word Hemmablind I first learned from this magazine, Kinfolk. So, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I'm not like a magazine buyer. Definitely am not. But I was at a coffee shop in Chicago in 2016. This is from 2016. And I was just so compelled to buy this magazine at this coffee shop. I have no idea why. I was just so compelled. And this is not like a regular magazine. This is $18. So an $18 magazine. And this magazine and this whole concept of Hemmablind has been life-changing for me. It comes up so often. Also, this is the home edition. Like, I'm not an architect. I'm not an interior designer. I have no idea why I was called to buy this book or this magazine, this book magazine. But anyways, I was. And the concept of Hemmablind, again, has been so transformational because I've been able to use it in so much of my life in so many different areas. And I've been thinking about it a ton lately in the situation that we're in. So Hemmablind means, it's a Swedish word and it's loosely translated to blind to home or home blindness. Hemma, home, blind. Hemmablind. It means home blindness. So again, this is the home edition of this magazine. So Hemmablind means it's a state of having run the same route so many times, of having gazed upon the same constellation of furniture for so long that we cease to see it. So in your house, you've probably become home blind to a lot of things because you're there every day. Even before this crisis, you were running the same routes. You were going past the same things. You aren't seeing things as clearly as when other people randomly come into your home because they're not seeing those same things every day. So you become blind to the things that you're surrounded with all the time. So when we no longer see the flaws or strengths in our homes, we reach a state of home blindness. This is something that ever since Dan and I read this concept, we're constantly like, okay, let's get objective. What have we become home blind to? Let's look around. Where's there a hole in the wall? Different things like that. So the dangerous part of Hemmablind and becoming home blind is that you don't perceive the flaws or destructive patterns that you have. So it doesn't mean that you're ignoring the problems in your house. It just means that you don't see them anymore. So this concept is really focused on the house, but I think about this concept of becoming blind to things, our flaws, our strengths, in terms of leadership, in terms of our companies, in terms of ourselves. So some reflection questions that I want you to think about in preparation for our discussion tomorrow. I want you to sit with this Hemmablind concept and think about, what have we become blind to? What have you become blind to? I've been thinking about this a ton for organizations during this time. This is a fantastic opportunity to shine light on and see, what have you become blind to? What have you become blind to in your leadership? What have you become blind to at your company in general? What have you become blind to in your life and physically in your home? Now that you're there all the time, what have you become blind to? And what in your life or in your company and your leadership, what has been overlooked or hidden that you now want to explore? Another element of Hemmablind is, drawers. You stuff things in drawers and junk drawers and put it away. What in your house, and now I'm talking about like the theoretical, your leadership house, your company, yourself, what has been overlooked or what have you hidden away that you now want to explore? And really thinking about COVID-19, because we have so much time now time is relative, but we do have more time to explore these things or to think about these things. What has this COVID-19 crisis shined light on that you are no longer blind to? What has this time for your company? Maybe there's all these things that are popping up now that you're like, oh my gosh, we've been doing this for this long. Why were we doing this? We don't need to do that. It's like you're no longer blind to it. A light has been shined upon it. So I want you to think about these things. Think about Hemmablind, home blind. What have you become blind to in your leadership, in your life, in your company, in your home, that you're not blind to it anymore and you want to explore it? It's no longer hidden. It's no longer overlooked. What do you want to explore? Cool. So remember, this is an unprecedented time. You all are doing a great job, and I cannot wait to talk with you all tomorrow about all of your successes, all of your challenges, and also to talk about Hemmablind and what you are no longer blind to and want to explore. Cool. See you tomorrow.